Good evening, basketball fans. This is your courtside report on the Golden State Warriors, and tonight, the Bay is holding its breath. Just moments ago, a wave of breaking news swept through Chase Center like a cold wind off the San Francisco Bay. Stephen Curry, the heart and soul of the Warriors, has been diagnosed with a grade 1 hamstring strain. The timeline? At least 1 week. That means Steph will miss 3 crucial playoff games. 3 battles. 3 mountains to climb. Without their general on the floor, the Warriors will need every ounce of courage, strategy, and teamwork they can muster. Because right now, they're down 0-1 in this series, and the road ahead won't be easy. But this isn't a story of despair. This is a story of grit. Of faith. Of finding your light when your brightest star is dimmed. And if there's one team in the league that knows how to shine in the dark, it's Golden State. Now let's break this down. With Steph out, the spotlight shifts. Enter Jimmy Butler, the relentless warrior with a heart forged in fire. In Game 1, Jimmy poured in 27 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, and dished out 5 assists. But tonight, his challenge grows taller than ever, literally. Rudy Gobert, the defensive titan with arms that seem to stretch from sideline to sideline, will be lurking in the paint. Jimmy's strength has always been his ability to muscle into mid-range and carve paths where others see dead ends. But against Rudy's length and ability to clog the lane, that path becomes much narrower. And this is where strategy becomes survival. Head coach Steve Kerr knows it. That's why Draymond Green's role just took center stage. We saw it last game, when Draymond drained 3 of his 5 3-point attempts, finishing with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Those outside shots are more than just buckets. They're declarations. They tell Gobert, you can't camp out in the paint. You have to come out here. And if Rudy comes out, Jimmy goes in. It's a chess match. And every piece matters. Now let's talk about a name you might not expect to hear in a playoff highlight reel, Quinton Post. That's right. The rookie big man is being called upon not just to fill minutes, but to pull Rudy even farther from his comfort zone. On those pick-and-pop sets, that's where Quinton can do his damage. He logged 11 minutes in Game 1, but don't be surprised if that doubles tonight. Every moment counts when you're playing chess with giants. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. He's no stranger to pressure, but this is different. With Steph out, the Warriors need a scoring punch. Someone explosive. Someone fearless. Kuminga showed flashes last game, dropping 19 points in just 24 minutes. He attacked the rim, showed confidence from mid-range, and even knocked down a key 3. But can he deliver 20+ consistently? That's the million-dollar question. And in this series, the answer might be the difference between going home and moving on. And what about Anthony Edwards? Minnesota's young phenom has been battling his own demons, a sore right ankle that's clearly limiting his explosiveness. In Game 1, Edwards still dropped 22 points, but the fire wasn't there. His first step? Slower. His cuts? Hesitant. And defensively? Vulnerable when pushed left. The Warriors see it. They know if there's ever a time to test his mobility, it's now. Expect Jimmy, Buddy Hield, and even Moody to drive right at him, forcing him to pivot, adjust, and fight through discomfort. Speaking of Buddy Hield, what a turnaround story. Paired with Jimmy Butler, Buddy has found new life. His 3-point shot in Game 1? Lethal. 5-4-9 from beyond the arc, 18 points total, and a +12 when on the floor. But it's not just his shooting. It's his energy. Jimmy's leadership has poured confidence into Buddy, and it's showing up on the defensive end too. He's chasing screens, boxing out, contesting shots. That duo? They might just be the engine that keeps this team running until Steph returns. But there's one thing that has to improve: on-ball defense. Gary Payton too, known league-wide as the Glove Reborn, just hasn't looked like himself. In Game 1, he allowed 9 points in isolation sets and struggled to stay in front of Edwards and Conley. If that trend continues, the Warriors may need to gamble. Enter Pat Spencer, the undrafted underdog who has earned every minute he gets. He's not flashy, but if he can knock down those corner threes and stay disciplined on defense, he might just become the unexpected hero of Game 2. Then there's the rookie who's playing like anything but, Brandon Podziemski. Or as the team calls him, Pods. In the closing minutes of Game 1, Pods showed nerves of steel. He finished with 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. But more importantly, 0 turnovers. That's what separates good players from great ones in the playoffs, the ability to stay calm in chaos. Moody, on the other hand, struggled to find his rhythm. He shot just 2 of 8, finishing with 6 points and looked rattled in key possessions. If the Warriors want to weather this storm, both Pods and Moody must rise. But as of now, Pods seems the safer bet under pressure. And we can't forget the emotional leader of this team, Draymond Green. Every team has a voice, a pulse. And Draymond is both. He brings fire, yes, but also vision. It was Draymond who rallied the team after Steph's injury. It was Draymond who reminded them of 2016. Of 2019. Of every season they were counted out and clawed their way back in. His voice carries weight. And when he hits that corner three or takes a charge that flips momentum, you can feel it, the heartbeat of a dynasty refusing to die. Now, let's talk tactics. The Timberwolves are going to come out swinging in Game 2. They smell blood. They know Steph's out. They believe this is their moment. That aggression will be real. Which means this game is the perfect crucible for testing the resolve of this young Warriors squad. Expect Steve Kerr to open up the rotation. Expect Kuminga to get early touches. Expect high pick and rolls with Jimmy and Quinton to drag Rudy away from the rim. Expect Draymond to switch onto Edwards, forcing him to beat the defense with limited explosion. Expect every possession to feel like the fourth quarter. And what's the goal? Simple. Steal one. Of these 3 games without Steph, just one win flips the script. It ties the series 2-2 before the King returns. And make no mistake, Steph will return. He's already begun rehab. Already watching film. Already texting teammates. And when he comes back, you better believe he's coming back with fire in his eyes. So let's talk about what this really means. This isn't just about winning a game. This is about identity. About pride. About proving that Golden State isn't just Steph Curry and a cast of characters. This is a championship culture. A family. And families don't fold when one member falls. They rise. Together. We've seen this story before, haven't we? Klay goes down. KD leaves. Draymond gets suspended. The world writes the Warriors off. And yet, like clockwork, they fight. They adapt. They believe. This series isn't over. Not by a long shot. So to the fans watching at home, pacing the living room in your jerseys, clutching that remote like it's a lifeline, take a breath. Believe in this team. Because when the lights are brightest, the Warriors don't flinch. They focus. And to the Warriors themselves, this is your moment. Jimmy, carry the load. Buddy, keep firing. Kuminga, find your rhythm. Draymond, lead with fire. Pods, stay cool. Quinton, stretch the floor. And everyone else, fight for each other. Because Steph is coming back. And when he does, you want him walking into a tied series, not a hole. So win one. Win just one. Then let the chef cook the rest. This has been your Golden State Report. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and as always, strength in numbers. And here's the key takeaway from the channel: delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.